What's up, my fellow YouTubers? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, today we're gonna go over all the sets that have been out in Scarlet Violet era. And man, just looking at all this, I don't know that, you want to compare Sword and Shield versus Scarlet Violet. And man, we complain a lot about Pokemon, but man, we have a lot of good sets. Good sets. People talk about Scarlet Violet base, right? It's an okay set. Wasn't nothing spectacular, but there is a lot of art in there. A lot of good art in there. Paldean Evolved. Tons of great art up in there. Tons of great art. Obsidian Flames was it was okay. It was okay. But there's some nice art in there as well. Each one of these sets have nice art in it. It's just which of the sets stand out more. And just look, like, this isn't even all of it. I can't even fit it all in the frame. So, but this is what's in here. So I want to show you the sets that I like, that had great art. Some of them are underrated sets too, because they base everything on value, on money, which cards had, the most value, whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, great sets was like Paldean Evolved. I'm even including the specialty sets, okay? Because 151 was a specialty set, but it's definitely got to be in here. Paldean Fates was a specialty set. It definitely has to be in here because Paldean Fates, my favorite. My favorite. Paradox Rift. Lot of illustrations in here. A lot of nice ones. Surging Sparks. Love my Pikachu. My Pikachu. Pika. Specialty set. Prismatic Evolution. Love this set. The people messed this set up. The people totally messed up Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolution because you could not get product to do these sets. These sets was really hard to do. Cost too much, whether you were just buying the card or whether you was trying to buy the product. This could have been the Prismatic could have been a totally dope set. I mean, and it was one of those type of sets that you could collect over a long period of time, but the problem is you could never find product. And if you did find product, it was so outpriced. I mean, you were overpriced. You were outpriced. It was terrible. It was terrible. But this actually was a great set. Then you had Shrouded. Sorry. Then you had Shrouded Fable. I wasn't too geeked and too hyped on Shrouded Fable. There was a couple of cards in there. Like, I like that Cassiopeia. I love my trainers, so that Cassiopeia was nice. Very nice. And what's funny is that a lot of those cards are like maintaining like a medium value, like maybe like $50 to $20 in that range. A lot of cards in that set is from $20 to $50, because there's a lot of nice stuff in there. But I just wasn't into those Pokemons for me. But I guess it's a playable set, so. Then you had Journey Together. Now, I love Journey Together because this was all about my trainers. Trainers and their Pokemon, So, yeah, Journey Together was a plus for me. Then you had Stellar Crown. I wasn't too keen on Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown, I wasn't that hyped over. But the sets that I was hyped over, these and Journey Together. I don't have a box for Journey Together. I just got my ETB, so I'll just hold Journey together like this, you know. Now, the new set that's out, Destined Rivals, right? That's my girl, Cynthia. I love this set too as well. But again, you can't get priced out. The products are too high. You can't get the product. So this is why these sets get so messed up. So messed up. It's because the people, the fans or collectors, you get priced out. You can't get the product. You know. So these were my favorite sets for Scarlet and Violet. I really enjoyed these sets, but this was my number one. I really enjoyed the set. I think why I enjoyed this is because it wasn't that hard to get product. It was starting to get harder, but this was more available. And when you have like all these little like baby shinies, you had 100 and something baby shinies that you had to collect. You know what I'm saying? So you need the product to be available so you could try and collect. And then it had illustration rares. You got top 3 illustration rares or SIRs, which is the Gardevoir, the Mew, the Bubble Mew, the Charizard that came out of this set. And like I said, it was just so much involved in this set. And when you ripped the set, even though you wasn't getting everything that you needed, you were getting a lot of duplicates and stuff, you always felt like you were hitting something. You know, you didn't feel like now, like this set right here, Prismatic, all you get is Pokeballs. You open up this, and we're going to find that out today because we're going to open up this booster box right here. I mean booster bundle, sorry. We're going to open up this booster bundle here. And it's like every time all you get is Pokeballs if you get a hit. It's ridiculous. And it's so expensive to get this product. So nobody wants to buy it because nobody wants to get all those Pokeballs. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but Scarlet Violet had a great run of great sets. But unfortunately, due to all the scalping and the resale, and it messes it up. It really messes up. But it was some awesome, awesome sets in Scarlet Violet. Even the ones that I hadn't put over here that are not my faves, I still enjoyed them. I still liked them. It's just these ones were my favorite. They had more art that I liked. It was fun ripping, except for this one. But I enjoyed the Scarlet Violet era. And one more set coming out, which is the black and white. And then we're on to something else, guys. On to something else. So this is 14 sets here. Black and white would be 15 sets. I don't know what the common number is of sets that come out each year, but this just seems like a lot to me. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot. But yeah, it'll be time to go and move on to something else, something different. So what I have, I'm going to move this stuff out the way first of all. Move this out of the way. And I have a Prismatic and a 151 booster bundle. And I think we're going to do 151 versus Prismatic. And then I have 2 single blisters. So I'm going to do Surgeon Sparks versus Destined Rivals. So this is what I'm saying. This is how hard it is to find product to do, like even do these videos or whatever. So it's like I'm scrounging for stuff to open. You know, this is not fun, you know. So I looked up on these. Of course, you know where I got it. My local LGS, you know. If it weren't for them guys, I don't know where I would get product from. because it's crazy. And I'm not driving to every Walmart and every GameStop and every Target and every, to try and find some Pokemon cards. You burn a tank of gas out just trying to drive around and find Pokemon cards. That's too extreme. Too extreme. So we're going to try 151 versus Prismatic Evolution. So let's get these boxes open. But yeah, that was one of the biggest downfalls with Prismatic is, man, I don't care what product you open, you're going to get a ton of Pokeballs and nothing really else. And that set is huge. The set is huge. Huge, okay? So trying to complete the set is crazy. Like I said, 90% of my Prismatic master set I had to pay for. I bought the cards, and that is not fun. And nor was that wasn't cheap either. It was probably cheaper than trying to rip it, but that still wasn't cheap either. Okay, that's not this 151. So until, I don't know what Pokemon gonna do about making these products more available. And I don't care about all these daggone restocks that keep coming out and all that. All they doing is putting more product into the resellers' hands. That's all it does. All the restocks, that's all they do. The resellers get that product, and again, they either resell it or they leave it in cases in their closet and save it or whatever. The product still don't hit the street. So what difference does that make? So restocks don't mean anything. There we go. So we're gonna open up one Prismatic and we'll open up 151. We'll go back and forth and we'll see. Oh, did I show 6 packs? Gotta make sure. Okay. And what we gotta do some of these code cards, right? I gotta get you guys straight on some of these code cards, right? But yeah, it's amazing. It's like, how much better can these eras get? You know what I mean? We ended up Sword and Shield, and Sword and Shield ended up on bangers, man. I'm telling you. And now Scarlet Violet, like I say, this should have been a lot of this stuff should have been bangers, but because of this resale game, it just say it's taken away from it. It is taken away from it. Alright, so this is the first Prismatic pack that we are opening. Get you some more code cards. Let's see if we could pull something other than a Pokeball. Maybe let's bring this down some. Let's get this down some. Let's try it. Okay, bring it down some so we can see a little bit better. See what we can get out of here. Can we pull a little something, something? Nothing. Nothing out of that first pack. All right, let's do 151. See, that's why a lot of people liked 151. Pull race was way better. Pull race was way, way, way better. Way better. And we still could get some of the products. It was getting hard. Like I said, it was starting to get harder, but you could still get some. hit already. Might not be nothing that I want, but it's a hit. Nonetheless, it's a hit. You know, it's something. Better than getting nothing. How we gonna do that? That's how we do this. Then we gonna put the hits underneath. How we gonna do that? Okay, back to prismatic. And then they had the nerve to come out with the black and white set having Pokeballs and Master Balls as well, and a ton of IRs. For what? If you're not gonna have enough product out there for the people, what for? Awesome set though. But if the people can't get it, it don't matter how awesome it is, right? Here we go. First Pokeball, guys. Pokeball. And an EX. I'm not expecting anything else other than, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm expecting. EXs and Pokeballs. That's it. Too funny. Alright, 151's turn. Oversaw. Another hit. Another hit. It's just the EX, but it's a hit, right? Prismatic. Let's see what we gonna get. Nothing or another Pokeball. Why not too many people trying to buy this product? So all you resellers that held on to all this stuff will probably be holding on to it for a long time unless them prices drop, because nobody's expecting to pull any hits out of here. Eevee. See? Pokeball or nothing. That's the way it goes. So sure, there's God packs in here and people want to hit the God packs, but oh my, how often will that happen? Nobody's expecting it because it's so rare. There you go, Cosmic Foil. Nothing there. All right, back to Prismatic. Cosmic Foil. Prismatic. See another Pokeball. 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 That's all you get. That's it. Pokeball. I'm only speaking on my experience. That's all I'm speaking on. I can't speak for nobody else. Oh, Lordy, big. One, 5, 1. Alrighty, back to prismatic. One, 5, 1. Not very exciting, is it? Alright, last pack magic on prismatic. And we pull it off. And we pull it off. And we pull it off. We got a full art trainer. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting either a Pokeball or nothing. So this is so few and far between. Alright, last pack magic on 151. 151. With 151 was fun too because it had a lot of God packs too, and it had, you could hit a Charizard God pack, a Venusaur God pack, or a Blastoise God pack. I mean, it was a lot. It was really nice, really nice. Cosmic Foil. Okay, nothing. So I would say this was a better booster bundle for prismatic. I got 2 Pokeballs, 1 full art trainer, and 1 EX. This is not usually the norm, but this is more like the norm. That's more like the norm. 2 Pokeballs and the EX. For 151, I would say this isn't usually the norm. Normally you get a little bit more with 151, but still not bad. 2 hits, but yeah, usually it's a little bit more. But like I say, everybody has their own experience, and my experience has not been great at all with prismatic. So that's why I say I went on ahead and I bought most of the stuff for most of the cards for my collection because you couldn't find the product, and when you found the product, it was so expensive. So that's where you ended up at. But I'm just saying, Scarlet Violet had a ton of lovely, lovely, nice sets. And it could have been so much better, so much more hyped if product was available. Oh man, I forgot, guys. Why I do that? I forgot about these 2-packs. I forgot about these 2-packs right here. Surgeon Sparks. In this one, the Pikachu was the only card that I had purchased. I purchased the Pikachu to complete my master set on. It would be nice to pull it. But yeah, that's the only card in Surgeon Sparks that I couldn't pull it. I ripped a ton of packs and I just couldn't get it. I don't know why, but I couldn't. So I just bought it. But let's see if we can pull it. Let's see. I enjoyed this set. Surgeon Sparks, I enjoyed it. I did. Got an EX. But yeah, I pretty... Wasn't bad. I liked it. So. And you could still get product for Surgeon Sparks. It started getting really bad. When it first came out, you can get some stuff, but then as time went on, it got harder and harder to find stuff. But I think Prismatic Evolutions and Destin, I think these are the worst sets to try and find product for. Yep. But it's what it is, right? It is what it is. I still ain't pulled my Meowth yet. That's one of my chases in this Dustin Rivals. It's Meowth. Everybody else be pulling it, and I haven't pulled the chat, and I'm wanting it. I'm not getting it this time either. Man, I've been chasing that Meowth. That's sad. Been chasing. So, there go my hits. There go the hits. Move this out the way. Move this stuff out of the way. Put this in the 151 box. And I'll put this one in the prismatic box. But guys, what do? We struggle through. Make it work some kind of way, I guess. Just try not to let people steal your joy. You know? Try not to let them. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of my next video. Until then, this is Nickie Poo and I'm out. Peace.